So today we're going to be talking about a 1993 horror anthology film, John Carpenter's Body Bags. We open the film with John Carpenter playing a coroner.
What the hell? One more for the road. Just a dash. Adds a little spine.
We quickly jump into the first segment called The Gas Station.
This one was found on a stretch of lonely highway, miles from the nearest town on a pitch black night.
A couple seconds into the movie, and we're already hearing about a murder on the radio.
Police believe the woman to be another victim of a serial killer.
Anne is set to be working the graveyard shift, and Bill gives her the rundown of the store, and then he leaves.
That's it then. I'm out of here. Have a good night.
See you later.
You got it.
It doesn't take long for Anne to run into the first creep of the night. Luckily for her, she runs into a nice guy named Pete, and they hit it off.
Play a game of pool.
I'm not good at pool.
All the better.
Why do I have a feeling that this guy has bad luck when it comes to women?
Be rational, sure. I'm a fucking werewolf, for Christ's sake.
Anne tries to catch him before he leaves because he forgot his credit card.
Hey! You forgot your card! Hey!
Anne has a customer check on the homeless guy in the bathroom because he was giving off some pretty creepy vibes.
I wouldn't worry about it, hon. He's fast asleep. Guy's a bum. Let him sleep it off.
After seeing some disturbing art on the bathroom stall, she checks the garage and finds the homeless guy's dead body. She tries to call Bill, but this happens.
This is Bill. I can't come to the phone right now.
Bill pulls a Triple H and brings out the sledgehammer. Poor Sam Raimi. It looks like Bill's about to kill Anne, but Pete comes in for the save. Okay, he got absolutely wrecked. He put up no fight whatsoever. Luckily enough, Bill slips and Anne takes advantage of the situation. That was the gas station, so let's go ahead and move on to the next segment, hair.
Richard, you're behaving like a baby.
Well, why not? I got hair like a baby.
We follow a guy named Richard, who is played by Stacy Keach, and he is losing his confidence because of his hair loss.
I mean,
That looks ridiculous. It won't fool anybody.
be careful with that.
Richard has an appointment, but his hairdresser is not having any of his toupee.
Gotta go. Hey, come on, man. I need that. I need that
Richard,
bag.
you're in denial.
When it rains, it pours. When Richard is about to get into his vehicle, he looks over and sees this.
I feel like letting my freak flag fly.
Megan is not happy about Richard's inability to accept the fact that he cannot do anything about his hair loss.
I just can't deal with you when you're like this, okay?
Megan.
After trying every solution, Richard sees a commercial that guarantees hair growth.
The Roswell Hair Growth Laboratory's patented technique is guaranteed.
Richard picks a hairstyle.
Yes, that's it. That's the one.
The next morning, Richard takes the wrap off of his head. Megan is shocked.
Why doesn't everybody go to him?
He's new.
After about a day or two, Richard is not really feeling all that well.
Hello? Not so good. What time is it?
He goes back to Dr. Locke to figure out what's wrong.
You earthlings and your vanity. You're so predictably easy.
It's a pretty bleak ending for Richard. What a dick. So that was hair. Let's move on to the final segment, the eye.
Matthews can get something going here. Here's his pitch.
We're introduced to Brent Matthews, who is played by Mark Hamill.
All of a sudden, you're knocking the hell out of that ball.
I don't know. I'm seeing it real good.
He calls his wife Kathy, who says that she has a surprise for him waiting at home.
You gotta come home to find out.
I'll be there in a flash. Love you.
Unfortunately, Brent wrecks his vehicle. Brent wakes up in the hospital and the doctor tells him that he has lost his eye.
The eye I used to see the goddamn simple.
Dr. Lang tells Brent that he spent the last 10 years developing a method for an eye transplant.
When can we do it?
Well, I'd prefer to do it right away.
After talking with his wife, Kathy, they decide that they will go forward with the procedure.
Has sent me that you may receive your sight.
Everything goes good, and Brent gets to go home, and his wife gives him the surprise.
To Dad from Mom. You're gonna have a baby.
Brent starts to see some crazy things. The next morning, Brent displays some rather weird behavior.
Why don't you take a crack at putting the crib together?
Because I got the backyard to work on, okay?
After eating breakfast, he sees some more disturbing things. This continues throughout the day, and later that night, Brent bites his wife, Kathy.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone!
The next day, Brent goes to talk to Dr. Lang about the eye.
Who was it? Tell me.
Randle and John Randle.
Kathy finds Brent digging in the backyard and tells him to stop.
I have to finish digging your grave.
Brent ties his wife Kathy up by the hair and starts talking about John Randle.
Oh, John. He knew what was good.
Kathy shows him the Bible, and Brent is struggling for control, and then he does this. I did not see that coming. Okay, bad joke. But it ends on a really cool shot. So that was Body Bags, and I love this movie. I think it's a very underrated horror film and a very underrated horror anthology. I don't know why Showtime didn't decide to do more of these, because you have John Carpenter directing The Gas Station, Hair, and then you have Tobe Hooper directing The Eye. And I love all the segments. I think they're all really good. If I had to rank them personally, I think my favorite would be The Eye, and then follow that up with The Gas Station, and then probably Hair, which again, I think all three are really solid. I think the performances by Stacy Keach and Mark Hamill are absolutely fantastic. They really carry those stories. The people in The Gas Station did good as well, but I feel like Stacy Keach and Mark Hamill really did probably the best, because their stories are a little bit more character driven, while The Gas Station is more of a slasher. The effects in the movie I think are really good. Obviously Hair is a little dated because of the concept, but The Gas Station has plenty of gore for those gore hounds out there. You get some really cool cameos from Wes Craven and Sam Raimi. And then you have The Eye, which does have a little bit of gore, but it is more story driven. Obviously, like I said, those two are my favorite. I don't think Hair is necessarily bad. It's just not really too scary for me. But it is a solid, segment as well. So overall, I think this is just a very fun horror film, a very fun horror anthology, and to me, a very underrated movie. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this, so if you get the opportunity, definitely check it out. So, I want to say thank you for watching, and remember, I'm digging your grave.
John Randle, John Randle, John Randle, 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 John Randle.